I'm sure that many of you can relate. Most of us grew up poor. You know, the Roseanne show was not a success. Wait, the Roseanne show was a success for a reason, because it appealed to everyday Americans living our normal struggles, and most of us lived that struggle, and we still do. Here are some things that I grew up poor doing, and I continue to do through my adult life. And these are not, there's a couple of them in there that are just like your regular everyday, well, duh, but there's a couple of funny, silly ones in there too. Number one is only buy used cars. I bought a new car when I was 18 and I sold it. It was a piece of junk and never did it again. My car now is 28 years old. I can't do math right now, but it is more reliable than my brand new car was when it was brand new. I mean, that's how bad it was. Never buy a Kia, folks. Kias are bad. I always sneak snacks into the movie theater. Some people think that this is weird, and I think you're weird for thinking that it's weird, because everybody does that. Number three, when you go on road trips, we bring like the whole kitchen. Like, we bring not just snacks, not just water, we bring like full meals. I'm talking sandwiches, fruit, vegetables and dip, everything. We've got the whole we've basically got a Subway restaurant in our bag when we go on a road trip. Number four, clip coupons. Now, I'm not talking about snip clip, because that is a little bit outdated, but most of us who go shopping do serious price comparisons, and we clip digital coupons. Then when you go up to the register, you just type in your phone number and it automatically goes on to your bill, or it takes off of your bill. Number five, when we go out to restaurants, we only order water for a drink. We don't order soda, coffee, milk, juice, tea, anything that would cost any money. It's always just water. That's to save on the bill. If you're eating your meal, we will either not order an appetizer, or we will order the appetizer as our main meal in order to save money. We shop at thrift stores only for clothes. Underwear and shoes, accessories are a different story. But for me personally, it's like, it used to be like 80%, it used to be 100% thrift stores. Now it's about 80% thrift stores. Comfort over price, folks. Sometimes you just have to pay a little bit extra. I forgot the numbers, but the next one is cut your own hair. I have straight hair parted in the middle, same as my mother, same as my grandmother. And it is like the easiest thing to trim yourself. I don't see paying somebody $50 to do it. It's just, if you're in the room with somebody, just grab a pair of scissors and have them do it. Just have them cut in a straight line. And if they can't do it yourself. Do your own nails, or don't do them at all. I am really surprised and shocked at how many people not only have manicures and pedicures, but I'm curious. Are you the type of person that notices if somebody else has a manicure and pedicure? By the way, my thumb that I broke, that's what it looks like. And it is growing weirdly. So it's probably going to be a deformed thumb for at least a couple of years while the nail grows all the way out. But it's actually growing outward, not upward, which is concerning. Not quite as concerned as I should be, probably. It doesn't hurt. It's fine. Anyway, the next thing is that we add water to everything. And we use it sparingly. So we add water to dish detergent, laundry detergent, shampoo, soap, hand wash. For me personally, foundation, makeup, even mascara. Yeah, you're not supposed to. I do it anyway. And I don't care what you say. I'm going to keep doing it. So I add water to everything. The other thing is also using very little. So most people will fill their hands with a giant scoop of shampoo. I'll just put in like a quarter size amount, and my hair is pretty long. So I just use a quarter size amount, and I also only wash my hair once every 3 to 5 days, because that's all that it needs. When it comes to toothpaste, I do not cover the entire toothbrush with toothpaste like they do in the commercials. I put a pea-size amount on the toothbrush, and that is what goes on the toothbrush. So use less, conserve more, and add water if you can. The next one is I don't know if you guys do this, but I've always done this. I tread lightly on the house, on my house. I tread lightly. So I'm not over there, hanging heavy things on walls or punching doors. I'm very quiet and considerate and slow and gentle when turning doorknobs or opening the microwave. I'm very easy and gentle with the refrigerator door. I'm not slamming things here and there. I'm not constantly moving furniture and scraping it along the floor. And I also tread lightly when I walk, so I'm not stomping around on hardwood floors. That can make it so that you have to have them refinish a lot more often. And shoot, if you're heavy enough and you stomp enough, you might even stomp a hole in your floor. Let's be honest about that. Next thing is mow my own lawn, do my own landscaping, grow my own vegetables. And when you're a kid and you're poor, you actually go out and mow other people's lawns and do their landscaping to earn extra money. Am I the only one who ever did that? Am I the only one? Yeah, I kind of feel bad because I was technically, I think if you think about it, I was technically stealing my mom's gas because our lawnmower had gas. And I would go mow other people's lawns, but I wouldn't refill the gas. It's like whenever we had extra gas in the lawnmower, I'd go mow somebody else's lawn. Sorry, Mom, even though you're passed away and you've probably forgiven me by now. Next one is clean your own house. I thought maids were just for rich people, like super rich people, like on Lives of the Luxurious and Fabulous. I didn't know that like a lot of people use maids, not on an everyday basis, but they'll call in a cleaning service every 2 weeks, every month, or if you're a little on the older side, you just don't want to clean, so you hire other people to clean your house. I've never even had that as consideration. I wouldn't know. Anyway, next one. This one's interesting. And most people would think I'm crazy. The default on your AC and heat is not a default of 70 or 72 or 74. The default is off. Off. And you only turn it on when you need it, like when it's so uncomfortable that you have to turn it on. Right now it's about, 80, 85 degrees outside. My AC and heat is off. It's not on. I've got one ceiling fan in the whole house going. Close the doors to all the bedrooms because nobody's going to be in there. Everything's turned off. So default AC and heat off. I don't think that anybody even understands the concept of that these days. It sort of like blows their mind, which blows my mind. Crazy, right? Next one is drive easy on your car, and anything that you can DIY, you do it yourself. Driving easy on the car, that means I'm not ramming on the gas as soon as the light turns green, and I'm not waiting to the last second to stomp on the brakes, because brakes are expensive. Accelerators probably are expensive, but it just uses up more gas if you just push on the gas really hard to get to the next red light. And I drive easy at a moderate, slow, inclining pace, and then I stop. I'm looking very far ahead and stopping as softly as possible to keep my car lasting as long as possible. Does anybody else do that? I mean, when I was 16, I did not drive easy. My car died in 2 years, and this one's like 28 years old, whatever. Next one, I had already mentioned using little toothpaste, but another one is floss every single day and brush every single day, twice a day, and at least for 2 minutes, if not more. And if you can afford it, an electric toothbrush. So when I was a little kid, cavities are expensive, and my mom was a single mom, and I feel guilty about all the cavities that she had to pay for because of my own stupidity when I was 7, 8, 9 years old, not taking care of my teeth. And I actually didn't even realize until somebody told me that the reason I had so many cavities was because I wasn't brushing, and I kind of knew that, but they had to go into more detail because that's the way my brain works, and say, here's how tartar works, and this is why you're brushing, to get rid of the tartar. And then I understood. So floss and brush on a daily basis. Something I used to do as a kid when I was poor, and I do to this day, is hang laundry. I have a dryer. I have solar energy. I don't have to worry about using my dryer or not, but I still hang dry my laundry because I like the way it smells better when I hang it as opposed to putting it in the dryer. In the wintertime, yeah, I'm going to use the dryer when I need to, and that's another thing. Use sparingly. I only do 1 load a week, if that. The next one, and this is another one that people are going to think is crazy. Don't own a dishwasher, and if you do own one, you never use it. The reason you never use it is because you don't have enough dishes, pots, and pans to fill it. Because if you do fill it and you run it, you have to sit there and wait for however many hours for it to run, because you don't have any dishes, so you can't eat while you're doing a load of dishes. That makes no sense to people, except to people like me who were poor growing up. I understand this now. It just hit my brain that maybe not everybody would understand this. Our dishwasher was a filing cabinet. Next one is no cable. We had some sort of thing when I grew up. My mom would occasionally get cable. I think she did it when she could afford it, and we would get like channels 2 through 28 or something like that. It's like TBS, TNT, the basic stuff. It wasn't like HBO Max and Disney Plus like we have now. No, we never had Disney. We would get like Nickelodeon was our Disney. I have a song stuck in my head now from a Nickelodeon show. In our hearts, makes me wanna fart. Camp on Awana, we hold you in our hearts. When we think about you, it makes me wanna fart. That was Nickelodeon. But for the most part, we only had the limited basic cable, which was channels 2 through 12, and it was free. So no cable most of the time. And that has gone into my adult life. I've never paid for cable in my adult life. I did at one point have cable when I was working for a cable company, and the only reason I even had it was because they required me to, and I didn't pay for it. So I had to have every single channel on planet Earth, and I never watched it, but I had to have it so that I could sell it to the customer. The next one is cheap cell phone service. Now, when we were young, things worked differently. You had a home phone. There were no cell phones back then. You were super cool and super rich if you had a pager. But you would have a home phone that was a rotary phone. We eventually upgraded to one of these. And sometimes that number 6 would stick. But we had the phone plan, and you couldn't call long distance, and you could only talk for a long time after 9 p.m. I don't know. I don't remember how it worked, but that was how to keep your phone bill down. Nowadays, we have a lot better options. I personally go with Mint Mobile, but if times got really tough, I'd go with Tello. And Tello, you can get it for as low as $6 a month. It's with limited phone calls and no data. But I would definitely go with the $6 a month if times got tough. No problem for me. The next one is library cards. And this is the last one, but there's actually more to it than just the library card. So we had library cards, and we would use the library frequently. That was back in the old days. Things are a bit better now. You can get free Wi-Fi from the library. You can rent movies, streaming from Canopy from your local libraries. Also, I have expanded it. Like, not only do I go to the library. Now, let me tell you guys something. So this has been driving me nuts. I have been filming things that I do for free, and YouTube is making me take down those videos. So before it goes live, I will get copyrights. I will get not suitable for monetization or AdSense. I have filmed myself that I cannot show on YouTube. All this free stuff. I went to an ice cream social and there was music playing in the background. I didn't even hear it. I was just filming. But the ice cream social and the music in the background was copyrighted. They wouldn't let me film it, even though it was a live band playing. Go figure. So it was a live band doing a cover song, and I got demonetized for that, so I didn't put the video up. Had another one where I went to a free concert, and it was also a cover band that they were doing such a great job. And I was just filming, going, "Hey, look, free concert, filming. This is awesome," and copyrighted. I did a filming of a free day at our local pool, but there were kids running around in bathing suits behind me. I was in one of those like lawn chairs filming, like, "Hey, look, free stuff." And then there was little kids behind me running, and it said not suitable, because I get that, but I didn't see them while I was filming. But little kids running around in bathing suits, not suitable, got it. There was another one that had, I did a chicken dance with some friends and I filmed it. It was, it was Old MacDonald with chicken song. And me and a bunch of friends were dancing, and I thought it would be funny to put on YouTube, and I got copyrighted on a Old MacDonald chicken song dance. Okay, whatever. So I've got to admit, I'm having a really hard time filming free stuff that I do, but I'm telling you, there is free stuff out there. Pretty soon I'm gonna do an exercise class that's free at my local senior citizen center. Okay, that's a free thing. I went to the concerts, the farmers markets, the darn swimming pool, and I can't film those. Come on, YouTube. Anyway, library's great. Expand your horizons. Look at your local community page. Look at the local calendar if you've got it. I live in a tiny town of 7,000 people, and we've got calendars for the whole county. I can go to a light show right now, a free light show at night thingy that I don't understand, but I'm not going to go to it, but I could if I wanted. All right, folks, there is stuff to do out there for free, and it's super entertaining and super fun. So don't just limit yourself to the library. Do what you can with what you've got. Prepper Princess out. What you doing, little one? Oh, yeah? You being a good girl? Oh, my goodness. I can feel it. Wait. Stay still. I hate these stickers. I hate these stickers, little booger. Oh, I love you, though. You're a good girl. Mr. Rocky Pants, get that spot. Oh. But you got no stickers. Good thing about your fur, Rocky, nothing sticks to your fur, and that's a good thing. Yes. Oh, hi. Hi there. Hi there. Hi, Mr. Handsome Pants. Good girl. Oh, can you shake? Good girl. You're so smart. You're so smart, pretty girl.